our first candidate tonight, Serena Dodu.
Have you noticed that every time you go through a down period in your life, you try to make a change? Either go somewhere else, get a new job, or open yourself to a new experience. America is at a point where it needs change. As the next president of the United States, I plan to solve the struggles of this country that it has in war, foreign policy, immigration, poverty, healthcare system, and global warming. More than 150,000 soldiers are 6,000 miles away from home, not defending U.S., but attacking a country that has not committed any aggression to this country. This venture has cost us and will cost us more than $1 billion. I believe we can use that money to solve the problems we have at home. Next problem is immigration. It has reached a point where illegal immigration made it harder for legal immigrants to make a life in the United States. I plan to work with the immigrant countries to keep their people in the country by opening new businesses and creating new jobs. The next issue is poverty. Instead of spending money on researching people, I plan on using those money to give those people a life by offering new jobs and allow them to have an education. In my recent experiences of trying to be homeless for a day in Chicago, I spent a couple of hours at the homeless shelter for women, and I understood that yes, it is okay to make a choice between dark chocolate and white chocolate, but it's also important to accept rice and beans for supper and not complain about it. Also, the money spent on war can be used here. I plan on making a redistribution of finances. Those redistributions will also be used in healthcare. I will create affordable healthcare for Americans, but America must realize that having a healthy lifestyle will only decrease the cost. Spending money on being healthy is worthier to me than spending money on fixing someone's health. I will also increase AIDS awareness crisis. In DC, 1 out of 20 people has AIDS. It is important to go directly to the problem if you're looking for a solution. Global warming. Yes, America is the #1 polluter in the world. I plan on taking actions to reduce America's global warming pollution by 80% by 2040. We have to understand that we can't be ignorant and indifferent to the results of our actions. We're smart to use the best of our Earth's offers. We should be smart to take care of it. So, I believe America wants a change, but it needs a direction. I can give America what it needs. Elect me, and I will make the change happen. Thank you.
Today and yesterday. He's never won an Academy Award, but he stands before you today a winner nonetheless. Matthew McConaughey.
All right. $500 billion. $500 billion. Dollars? That is how much money has been poured into the Iraq war. And people are electing politicians in America because they expect them to pay back on their promises. Problems like this in our economy that aren't getting cash back in. I am Matthew McConaughey, and I am the man that you want to elect who will do what he says. Reason number one, why I will be the best candidate for the Republican Party. The McConaughey factor. My hand reaches longer than all the other candidates. I'm 6 feet tall. Hillary Clinton's only reaches right here. She reaches 4 people. The Democrats, the liberals, the liberal Democrats, and the angry women. Obama, he reaches the people who watch Ellen DeGeneres, Oprah Winfrey, and MTV. And McCain, he keeps it in the middle, because he can't commit to the right or to the left. He signs with the right as a Republican and votes left as a Democrat. He keeps it in the middle in case he has a heart attack and wants to save time. Reason number two, the McConaughey factor. When you're sending people over to foreign countries to make good foreign relations, you need a good face. I have that face. What's that gonna do? Scare people away. Word to the wise is sufficient. When your eyes are squinting, you're obviously faking it. You don't want to be so sincere with your eyes so open that it says, I'm gonna kill you. Reason number three, the McConaughey, right. Reason number three, the McConaughey factor. My economic plan is absolutely ingenious. We put money back into the economy by getting Congress to pass it so that people who are in debt can get a clean credit score, perfect credit score, if they pay back all their debt by the end of my first term. That way, people aren't in debt, the value of the dollar goes back up, and the money goes back into the economy. They feel free to spend. Now, I realize the problem with the Republican Party. We've got an unpopular president fighting an unpopular war. But if your problem is popularity, I mean, just look at me. I am the king of popularity. I am the sexiest man alive. People magazine verified it. I am McConaughey, Matthew McConaughey, and I will respect your vote, and I will do what I say. Thank you.
Modern time, hailing from the same great state as our great President Abraham Lincoln. Forged in the century's turmoil, a visionary has shown himself, for he is a man of the people through and through. He is stepping up to the plate for the country he so loves. I present to you, surprisingly, Mr. Barack Obama.
The right arrow button.
Let me give you.
Go on, use
Equality, justice, and liberty for all or for some. To those in Washington who make the laws to suit their needs, or to the common man whose sweating brow sustains this nation. The nation so founded on the ideals of a utopia, distinct in its ideals, to make all men equal. The founding fathers could never have imagined how their beloved country would become the beacon of freedom. That in her she holds so much promise to become the country the founder so desired she would be. But she is held back by the indifferences that do not allow her to grow into her full potential. We have to stand together to uphold these ideals of our forefathers that we so highly prize. We must unite, look towards the future of brotherhood, where we truly grow into be the United States of America. a nominee for the presidency, because you have chosen me. I'm not Superman. I cannot fix all the ills that plague our country, but I can sure try. I am a man of the people. I can never turn my back on you, because I am you and you are me. To be successful in the 21st century economy, America's workforce must be more innovative and productive than our competitors. Giving every American the opportunity to attend and afford college is critical in meeting the challenge. The current trends not only threaten our competitiveness in the global marketplace, but also our ability to maintain and improve our economy at home. A college education should be affordable and within the reach of every American. What also should be within the reach of every American is health care. Nearly 47 million Americans are without health care. My plan is to have quality, affordable, and portable coverage for all, with guaranteed eligibility regardless of previous existing illnesses. I will also make it mandatory for children. Health care should not just be for the wealthy and those who can afford it. The poor should not have to suffer simply because they are poor. Having health care is a right that all humanity deserves. Rights are very important, especially the right to live. The war in Iraq shall end if I am elected president. Our troops will no longer die far from home, far from their families. We will withdraw completely, keeping only the minimum amount of troops there to protect our embassy and our diplomats. We shall press Iraq's leaders to compromise and to seek a new accord on Iraq's constitution and governance. We have done all we can. No one can say we didn't try. The effort in trying is very important, which is why we shall try harder to lessen our dependency on foreign oil. America's $20 million barrel a day oil habit cost our economy $1.4 billion a day, and $500 in 2006 alone. Every single hour we spend $41 million on foreign oil. We have to start upon the path of independence. My plan is to reduce oil consumption by at least 35%, or 10 million barrels a day by 2030, so we truly sustain being an independent